Hi everyone, it's Justine. It's summer. It's my favorite season of the year. Where I come from in the south of France, we have at least 3 months per year over 30 degrees Celsius. So that's the weather I love. It's hot, it's sunny, everyone's in a good mood. The question is how to survive in such weather and still look put together, especially in a working situation, for instance. So the tips I'm going to share with you are good for hot climates, but also humid ones. So if you happen to go on a vacation somewhere tropical, these tips will work as well. Let's go. Tip number 1, look for fabrics that breathe well. There are fibers that absorb the sweat, just breathe better than others and dry a lot faster. For instance, cotton, linen, modal, which is a derivative of cotton, kind of the same thing but in better, or tencel, just to name the fibers that are probably the most famous ones and most widely used in terms of natural or fibers of natural origin. I've mentioned a lot in previous videos that linen is a little bit hard to care for. It can crease when you wear it behind the knees, for instance. It can lose its shape a little bit when you wash it if you don't leave it to flat dry. But when it's really hot outside in summer, like here, it's a great fiber to wear. Fibers that will not perform as well when it gets really hot are, for instance, polyester, nylon, acetate. Acetate is just a non-breathable fiber overall, hot or not. And silk, which is a natural fiber, but still not the best when it's really hot outside. Imagine you have a silk top. When you start sweating, it really sticks to your back. If you've had silk tops, you know that feeling. So silk also doesn't perform really well when it's truly warm outside. Exception to those rules, there are synthetic fibers that perform well when they're treated for that purpose. For instance, performance polyester that's used to do tennis shirts. They are for sport purposes, so these are treated in athleisure, in athletic wear, and in performance wear. But what you can find in ready-to-wear clothing, readily available on the market, is usually not very breathable. Then once you have elected the right fibers that you like and feel comfortable in, make sure that you also pick the lightest weight in the garments that you choose. For instance, cotton poplin is a very, very thin, tight but breathable way of weaving cotton. It's about as lightweight as it gets, and in summer it's wonderful to wear. Or knitted little jerseys, thin ones, are also very practical because they don't crease. You can just move it a little bit, it dries faster. It's much better than woven fabrics overall. Tip number 2, stick to light colors. No black. Black absorbs the heat, so you'll feel hot temperatures even more and you're going to sweat even more. Same goes for dark colors. So try to stay as close to white and light colors as you can to get the reverse effect. And for instance, in warm countries like in Greece, houses are painted white exactly for that reason, to reflect the light away instead of absorbing it. Another trick that I can share with you is to use prints, because prints make it a lot harder to see a sweat stain. Tip number 3, find smartly cut clothes. Garments that don't touch your legs are a great idea. For instance, A-line skirts, skater skirts, maxi dresses that have slits on the sides or an open back or both or all of the above, because anything that lets the air in around and between your legs will create a nice flowy effect. If you're wearing a maxi dress, on the other hand, that has no opening and that goes floor length, then you're building a greenhouse for your legs. So slits somewhere and openings are great. Same goes for your entire outfit, not just the legs. Try to go for boxy shapes, boxy cuts, nothing that's bodycon or skin tight. This is actually not ideal, what I'm wearing today, but at least it's the light color. For instance, a blouse in woven fabric in very lightweight poplin with thin straps. It's great. Laser cut fabrics with cutouts, or mesh fabric are also airy options, but they still cover your body visually, so you won't look like you're going out naked. If you do have to wear pants because it's a formal office context, then try palazzo pants because they are so wide-legged and only really touch you around the waist, high waistband. The rest is completely flowy. Stay away from thick fabrics, especially jeans, especially if they're slim or skinny, because that's really heavyweight fabric. Jeans is really, really heavy fabric. It's not what you need on such a day. And if you're wearing a sleeveless top, which is smart because you avoid the sleeve fabric, then make sure that under the armpit you have enough space to avoid a sweat mark right here under your armpit. Tip number 4, find the right shoes. That's so important as well. Sandals are obviously ideal. They just let your feet breathe. They prevent odors because your feet can just dry a lot easier. Though if you're in a more formal office context and you do have to wear something other than sandals, it can happen, then try to stay away from rubber. That means staying away from sneakers. Rubber does not breathe well, even with the little dots on the surface like they do on vintage sneakers. Try to stay away from leather as well, and try to find instead shoes that are in fabric, in which you will wear cotton socks to help absorb the humidity, if any. If you still get odors, smelly feet, then I would put a little bit of talc inside the fabric shoe and on the feet before you put on your socks. This neutralizes odors and it dries immediately, so it absorbs humidity brilliantly well. Tip number 5, switch your accessories. In summer, fingers and toes and feet and everything swells, which is why you'll feel that your rings don't really fit you anymore. And under the ring, you sweat. It's not healthy for the skin at all. Skin under metal, sweaty is a very bad combination. That's why these days you see me without my usual collection of rings. Instead, you can think about wearing earrings, and it's the opportunity to try statement pieces since you're not wearing any other piece of jewelry. Then what about decorative sunglasses? You can go bold to match the statement earrings, and protecting your eyes against UV rays is anyway always a good idea, isn't it? Then as far as the purse is concerned, you can switch to a mini clutch format purse with just the essentials in there. You don't want to carry extra weight on such a hot day. And then a crossbody, very thin shoulder strap that'll minimize contact against your skin on your body. The worst when it's hot and humid outside is to wear a backpack. You know what I mean. Tip number 6, save time on makeup. When it's hot and humid outside, your foundation will melt down and you will have to fix it several times a day. Instead, just don't wear any foundation. Let your skin breathe. It really needs it. It will also prevent breakouts because when you sweat, the pores get obstructed a lot faster and a lot more. So leaving your skin completely bare is actually the best you can do for it. To keep your skin clean and hydrated throughout the day, you can spray thermal water onto your face and then gently rub with a cloth to remove all the dirt. And that's the best skincare you can do on such a day. In the category practical tips, I also have please walk on the side of the street that has shade. In my hometown in southern France, the locals walk on the side with shade and the tourists walk on the sunny side, enjoying the summer. But then after 3 p.m. they're all completely sunburned and heavily dehydrated. It's unnecessary and it's seriously dangerous. I know you want to get a tan when you're on holiday somewhere exotic, tropical, but remember that the sun hits stronger and burns a lot more in other areas of the world than back home, especially if you're from the northern half of Europe. I know I sound like a mom now, so I'm gonna stop, but just the other day, a girl fell in front of me. She fainted in the subway. Her head hit the ground in front of my feet. And when that happens, I panic. So please don't do that to me. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, thumbs up. Thank you very much. And if you're subscribed to this channel, then I will see you very soon again in a new video. My videos are mainly about fashion. Have a great summer. Take care. Bye.